The forbidden visualization technique. Have you ever wondered why, despite your prayers, dreams, and efforts, life often feels stuck? What if I told you there's a method, older than religion itself, that could shift your entire reality, and it's been hidden from you on purpose? Before we dive deeper, listen carefully. Once you know this technique, you can never unknow it. You will start seeing how easily reality can bend. Are you ready? From the beginning of time, humans have known the power of the mind. Ancient civilizations understood something modern society has tried to bury. The mind, when paired with deep visualization, becomes the creator of worlds. But here's the secret. It's not just thinking about what you want. It's feeling as if it's already yours. The ancient masters used a formula. Image plus emotion equals manifestation. They knew that the emotional vibration is the real command to the universe. Think of it like tuning a radio. You don't just shout at the radio, demanding music. You turn the dial, you match the frequency, and music appears. In the same way, you must match the frequency of what you desire. Not wish for it, but live it inside your mind. Most people pray in desperation. They beg. They plead. But their energy is filled with lack, and that lack becomes their reality. The hidden elite know this. That's why they distract you with fear, scarcity, and endless struggle. Because if you knew how powerful your mind is, you wouldn't need their systems anymore. Pause for a second. Ask yourself, when was the last time you truly felt, without a doubt, that your dream was already real? Not hope. Not wish. No. This is the forbidden door they never wanted you to open. And what happens once you open it? That's something they fear the most. But wait, there's something even more shocking. A specific ritual, a step-by-step method. That was used by ancient mystics to hack the mind's power beyond anything you can imagine. Awakening the forgotten power. You have been told that prayer is the ultimate key to changing your life. But what if there's something even more powerful? Something hidden, something they don't want you to remember. Visualization. The art of seeing in your mind, so vividly, that the universe has no choice but to respond. Long before religions organized prayer, ancient civilizations practiced the pure form of creation, visual manifestation. They knew that thought plus emotion is a creative force. That seeing with the mind is the same as touching with the hands. The shamans, the mystics, the ancient philosophers, they mastered this hidden technique. They visualized health, abundance, peace, and it came to them. But over time, this knowledge was hidden, buried under rituals, ceremonies, and complex teachings. Why? Because when people realize they can create their own reality, they become unstoppable. Societies fear free thinkers. Systems fear those who know their own power. And so, you were taught to pray with words, but doubt with feelings. You were told to ask for miracles, but believe in limitations. And in doing so, your true ability was locked away. But here's the forgotten truth. Visualization is not wishing. It's not begging. It is becoming. When you visualize, you must feel it as if it's already happening. You must live inside the scene you create, with all your senses. Taste it. Hear it. See it. Smell it. Touch it. The universe does not respond to words. It responds to vibration. If you visualize wealth but feel poor inside, your vibration will bring more poverty. If you visualize love but feel lonely, your vibration will attract emptiness. Feeling is the secret. This is why they hid it. Because feeling is powerful beyond measure. Imagine millions of people realizing they don't need permission to be happy. They don't need permission to heal. They don't need permission to live abundantly. The world would transform overnight. And those who thrive on control would lose their power. That's why visualization has been disguised as childish imagination or daydreaming. They want you to laugh at it, to dismiss it, to never take it seriously. Because the day you do, you will awaken a force that nothing can cage. But wait. There's still one missing element to perfect visualization. One forgotten law that can supercharge your manifestations faster than anything else. The missing ingredient to supercharge your visualizations. You have learned about visualization. You understand that feeling is the secret. But why do some people's manifestations happen faster than others? The answer is hidden in a law most people have never heard of. The law of assumption. It is not enough to wish. It is not enough to imagine. You must assume it is already yours. When you assume, you stop questioning. You stop doubting. You live as if what you desire is already your reality, even before seeing any physical proof. This is the real magic. If you visualize being wealthy, but in your heart you still see yourself as poor, your mind will cancel your desire. But if you visualize wealth and truly assume it, walk like it, breathe like it, make decisions like it, then reality must follow. Because reality is just a mirror, reflecting who you believe you are. Think about it. Children assume they are superheroes when they play. They jump, they run, they fight invisible enemies, without hesitation. In their mind, it's real. Their heart doesn't say, "I'm just pretending." They become. That is why children are so powerful in their imagination. They have no internal resistance yet. But adults? They doubt. They hesitate. They wait for evidence before they believe. And that's why manifestations slow down or never happen. If you can return to the pure state of childlike assumption, while adding mature focus and emotional depth, you unlock true creation. Now you might ask, but what if the outside world keeps showing me the opposite? That's the final test. The universe does not move instantly because it's waiting to see if your assumption is real, or just a weak desire. When you persist in your assumption, even when nothing outside has changed, you send a powerful signal. I am certain. I am ready. And reality begins to bend. Tiny coincidences start happening. Unexpected meetings. Strange opportunities. Shifts you could never predict. Because now, you are no longer a seeker. You are a creator. But beware. There's one thing that can still sabotage you. Emotional relapse. When your emotions fall back into fear, doubt, anger, or hopelessness, you slow down or even reverse your manifestation. That's why mastering your emotional state is not optional. It is critical. Visualization plus assumption plus emotional control equals manifestation mastery. This formula was known by ancient mystics. It was whispered among secret societies. It was encoded into sacred symbols and rituals. Not to confuse you, but to protect this knowledge from being corrupted. Because the mind, when properly aligned, is more powerful than armies. More powerful than governments. More powerful than anything the physical world can throw at you. You have this power. Right now. The only thing stopping you is forgetting who you truly are. But we are just getting started. In the next chapter, we will uncover the real reason why why most people fail even after doing everything right. So you visualize. You feel. You assume. You stay emotionally strong. Yet still, nothing happens. Why? The missing key is identity. You cannot attract a reality that is not aligned with who you believe you are. Let's be clear. If you visualize being a millionaire, but deep inside, you still believe you're just an ordinary person, the universe reads your true vibration, not your words, not your pictures. Energy doesn't lie. You can trick your conscious mind. You can deceive others. But your subconscious, the bridge between you and reality, always knows the truth. If you still carry old programming, beliefs like, I'm not good enough, I'm unlucky, I'm not worthy, then your manifestations will collapse before they can materialize. This is why many spiritual teachers emphasize inner healing before manifestation. Because trying to manifest from a broken identity is like trying to plant roses in poisoned soil. The soil must be clean. The identity must match the desired life. Identity shift is the ultimate accelerator. Ask yourself, if you already were the person you dreamed to be, how would you talk? How would you dress? How would you think? You don't wait for reality to change first. You change first, and reality mirrors you back. It's a paradox that traps so many. They wait for proof before they believe. But the proof will only appear after they believe. Reality is not outside of you. Reality is the echo of your inner world. Imagine you're an actor. When you step into a role, you don't half believe you're the character. You immerse fully. You walk differently. You speak differently. You feel differently. And the audience believes you, because you believe yourself. Manifestation works the same way. You must embody your future self today. Not tomorrow. Not after. Evidence. Right now. Because the truth is brutal but beautiful. Reality has no choice but to match who you are being. You are not a beggar asking the universe for favors. You are a creator, commanding reality through your state of being. But here's something even deeper. There are forces, both seen and unseen, that benefit from you staying small. When you forget your power, you become easy to control. You obey without questioning. You live quietly within systems built to harvest your energy. This is why spiritual awakening feels like a battle. Not just against society, but against the invisible chains inside your own mind. When you awaken your true self, you threaten the very foundation of the control matrix. You stop feeding it with your fear. You stop bowing to false authorities. You stand as a sovereign being, a lighthouse in a world built on illusions. And the moment you claim your true identity, the hidden traps after awakening. Once you begin to wake up, the real game begins. Because the matrix doesn't just rely on your ignorance. It thrives on your emotional reactions. It has backup plans, designed to pull you back into sleep. Let's expose a few of these hidden traps. Trap 1: the illusion of struggle. As soon as you awaken, life might hit you harder. Problems you never noticed before will surface. Relationships break down. Financial issues arise. Health challenges appear. Why? Because the system wants you to believe. See? Awakening is dangerous. Better to go back to your old life. But these struggles are not punishments. They are purifications. The universe is clearing out the old energies you can no longer carry. Pain is not your enemy. Pain is your evolution accelerating. Survive it, and you step into a new timeline. Trap 2: the false guru syndrome. After awakening, you crave guidance, answers, community. And that's where false teachers step in. Some will offer salvation, for a price. Some will promise enlightenment, if you obey them. The Matrix uses fake spirituality to trap real seekers. The rule is simple. Any guide who takes away your sovereignty is a deceiver. A true teacher points you back to your own power, not theirs. Trap 3: the spiritual ego. Another silent trap. Once you realize you are powerful, once you taste even a little bit of manifestation success, you might start to think you are better than others. More awakened. More divine. More special. This is the fastest way to fall back into separation, the very illusion you were escaping. True awakening is humble. It sees the same light in everyone, even those still asleep. Remember, you are not better for seeing the truth. You are simply responsible for living it. Trap 4: endless seeking. The mind loves endless searching. It feels busy. It feels important. But endless seeking can become another prison. Always learning. Always chasing. Never being. The truth is simple. You already are what you seek. There is no higher self to find. You are the higher self, remembering itself through human experience. When you truly accept this, the seeking ends. And the living begins. Now you might ask, if awakening is so dangerous, is it worth it? The answer is, awakening is not optional. It is your destiny. You came here, to this earth, in this body, at this time, for a reason. You didn't come to suffer endlessly. You came to remember your power. You came to create heaven on earth. And every challenge you face, every test you pass, is a doorway to a deeper level of yourself. But you must stay vigilant. You must not mistake temporary obstacles for permanent defeat. You must not hand your power back to systems designed to keep you asleep. You must walk the path, even when it's lonely, even when it's dark. Because only by continuing forward will you reach the real prize. True freedom. True abundance. True peace. Part 7. The Final Awakening, Unlocking the Power Hidden Within. Now, you know the secret. You know that visualization is not just imagination. It's a bridge, connecting your inner world with the universe itself. But there's still one thing left. A final piece of the puzzle. You must not only visualize. You must believe, beyond any doubt, that it is already yours. This is where many people fail. They visualize, but deep down, they still carry doubt. A whisper saying, "It's not possible for me." That whisper is what keeps the gate closed. When you visualize, you must feel it as if it's already happening. You must breathe it. See it. Feel the emotions it brings. If you visualize money, feel the joy and freedom it brings you. If you visualize love, feel the warmth and connection already within your heart. The universe doesn't respond to empty wishes. It responds to vibration. And your strongest vibration is your true emotion. Now ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Hope? Fear? Excitement? Doubt? Because that feeling will become your reality. The hidden masters of ancient civilizations knew this. They taught their students to train the mind, not to control others, but to align with the true power of the universe. They didn't chase after things. They became things. They didn't wait for miracles. They lived as if the miracle had already happened. And the universe? It had no choice but to obey. The real law of attraction is not thinking about something and hoping it falls from the sky. It's becoming what you desire, energetically, emotionally, and mentally. And when you become it inside, the outside must follow. It's the law. Now, the question is not whether the technique works. The real question is, are you ready to finally claim the life that's been waiting for you? Close your eyes tonight. Visualize with belief, with feeling, and with absolute certainty. Not as someone who is hoping, but as someone who is remembering who they truly are. A creator. A master of energy. A being whose birthright is abundance, love, and limitless joy. It's time to take back your mind. Take back your vision. And create the life you were always meant to live. The choice has always been yours.